Hello there, folks, and welcome to ZSR. We've got another race for you tonight. we never have enough races. We always need more races. We obviously need all of the races, and we have another one just about ready to go. I am going to disappear into the shadows and leave it in these people's competent hands.
Thank you.
Hello. Okay, I guess it was started.
We have started. Yay! Blink twice if you can hear us, chat.
Audio confusion, but we're all good here.
There's a lot more than audio confusion going on today. Namely, that we have a race against TGH and Spiraster.
Yes, and this one will probably be the closest race yet.
No funny business with seeding this time. This is just going to be a straight-up brawl. No, this might actually be pretty close.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, Spear's coming off, literally just got the PB that he's running against today.
Really? Oh, okay. So he's really been playing a bunch then.
Yeah. And TGH is, of course, World Recce holder.
So we'll be playing the No Wrong Warp Out of Bounds variation of the any percent category. And the reason why we have these restrictions is because the game is totally broken without them. And it's pretty broken with them too, but it's much less so. You're going to see two major glitches that we allow that pretty much break the game still, but there are other glitches that break it even more.
You don't see the brokenness of the game. You just see everything normal being broken.
I guess that's good enough.
And we're off. Every run starts out, of course, being kidnapped by two weird people on an island.
And almost every run involves getting the sword, except Fish the Pond, the greatest category in the game.
I don't know about that.
What do you consider a better category?
Other games that have better fishing?
No, I don't mean in general. I mean like in this game.
I don't know. Actual stew, not no stew. Because everybody's hungry. But we're going to be ambushed by an owl on the beach.
The owl that we can never get away from, no matter how hard we try. Except for one part of the run. I'll explain when we get there.
But now we're going to try to collect 10 rupees using a trick called rupee duping. Using Link's hitbox and the hitbox of the sword or shield in order to pick up a rupee twice. And Spear getting pretty good luck.
Yeah,
getting
not
7
too bad.
to 6.
Both of them exiting the beach at approximately the same time, and so far TGH is getting a bit better grass luck. Much better grass luck. He duped it. Ooh. That's very bad for Spear.
This is the part of the run that you hate when you're forced to cooperate with the bushes.
Yeah, there we go.
Everyone's like, no, bushes are fine. No, they're not fine. They kill most of the runs. OOB is out of bounds, and out of bounds is when we transition on a tile that we're not supposed to be able to walk on, amongst other weird rules. Because we can go inside of walls very slightly, and that's fine. But we are not allowed to be 3 pixels inside of a wall.
Basically, we allow the only ways that you could kind of easily or normally get into a wall, which is wall clipping. It's really easy to do, and it's kind of normal. You might even do it accidentally when playing casually, if you tried to go around corners really tightly. So we allow that just because, it's just too hard to avoid, and it's not really a glitch. It's just kind of the thing. I don't really know. I mean, do we allow it in glitchless?
Wall clipping? Yeah, we're just not allowed to abuse the things that we do with it. It's like no super jumps.
Yeah. Well, I mean, super jumps in general is a glitch for other reasons too.
That's different for you. No,
you'll see super jumps coming up.
Not really manips in this, is it? Are there?
At the very end, yeah. but otherwise,
Man,
no.
that's like.
Well, so, actually, you know what? Actually, TGH may. I don't know if Spiraster does this, but the top players have ways of actually manipulating Bow Wow. His movement and like what he eats based on like how you move around a screen, where you enter a screen, stuff like that.
Top runners, I do that, man. Come on. That's easy.
I guess so, yeah.
You just gotta know where to walk in the screen.
People who know how to manipulate Bow Wow manipulate Bow Wow. I think you raise a point there. It's not just top runners.
You just gotta be used to how he goes. No, the file name is just whatever they choose. I mean, you could technically name yourself Zelda and get some different get different music on the menu. You can name yourself a whole bunch of gibberish across 3 different files in order to get Ace.
Wait a second. The music changes when you name your file Zelda?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to try this out later.
I'm pretty sure it's Zelda.
Can anyone else in chat confirm this by...
Oh,
Because I really want to know this.
You name your file something and it changes the file select and music.
Huh.
I just don't remember what it is because it's always in Japanese.
Anyway, we're in D1. We also saw a bomb trigger earlier, but we'll get into bomb triggers a bit more later. We're about to get the feather, and see those walls of the dungeon there? Those are actually ledges, and there's a trick called a super jump that involves the feather and wall clipping. Usually involves wall clipping. So if you're clipping to a wall and then you press down into the wall as you jump, and then you do a movement away from the wall while facing away from the wall, you can trick the game into thinking that you're on the ledge, just like that, and you get this jump. Now, the way you can get yourself facing away from the wall is by using a weapon, which is why you're shooting an arrow. But there is a way that you can already be facing away from the wall, which is called a naked super jump. We're going to see a few of those as well. We'll also be seeing shack jumps, which I don't really understand how they work.
Well, you just kind of push up against a movable object and just super jump.
Yeah, it's the easiest super jump to do.
I'll also point out, the person who said it's the composer name, it might be, but that's also a completely different Easter egg.
Okay, that was an incredible Moldarm kill by TGH. Like, getting the boss at the top of the room is ideal because you're already at the top of the room when you get the instrument. If it's at the bottom, you have to go all the way back through the room, which takes a couple seconds.
Well, about dungeon cutscene behind part between these two. Nothing a little bit of RNG can't fix. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna ping somebody right in the face. Where is he?
I hope you're not thinking of a different game.
No, it's this game.
Our path to D2 is pretty straightforward. For the most part, we need to go get Bow Wow because we can't even get into D2 without him. And, yeah, generally speaking, it is faster to have Bow Wow throughout the run. I mean, for one thing, it's just really slow to drop him off, but also he actually does help us a few times. But there are also other times where he just screws you over, and hopefully that doesn't happen to any of the runners, but it might still. It's a trick later on that in particular that he's just really bad for, but we'll go into that a bit later on. We're also going to be seeing an instance of flock clip, which again has to do with interactable objects. When you get a text box against an object, such as a key block or a rock when you don't have the bracelet, you get this text box, and for whatever reason, when you get this text box, the link shifts over a little bit, and it allows you to actually squeeze between, like, so in this instance here on TGH's screen, it's gonna get this text box, it shifts over just a little bit to the left, and it actually allows it to squeeze between the rock.
Yeah, here it is on Zelda Dungeon. If you enter Zelda as your character name, you'll hear a remixed version of the original main theme.
That is bizarre. Yeah, I'm totally gonna have to see this later on too. Good job, both runners avoiding the hard piece of shame as well, but we'll see if they avoid it later on, because they'll have to pass by it once more. That hard piece does nothing but lose time. Unless you're playing 100%, then you actually have to get it.
Hold on, you're getting DM'd a thing.
So D2 is also kind of straightforward, except that we split it into two. And that's because we passed by it later on the way to the egg after finishing D8. And we also have better items, and just kind of the pathing is just a little bit quicker as well. So it saves a few seconds, I guess. I don't know exactly how much time it saves, but it is a time save, so we split into two. The only reason we're even in it right now is because we have to get the bracelet to go anywhere in this game. Because, you know, the rocks just keep getting in the way. But that one spot where we did the flock clip is like, there are only a few of those around.
Luckily, it's right there, so we don't have to go all the way around the forest.
Yeah. Like, even going back that same way, you can't do a flock clip in backwards in that same spot. You can only do it going in.
Alright, and since we've left D2, we're gonna now go to D3. And instead of doing the normal thing where we go talk to Richard, get his sleeves, turn him to sneak through his basement, we're just gonna hop his fence. This man, he doesn't know how to do garden upkeep. So we're just gonna pause buffer until we fall. Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. And that'll allow us to just transition down, because pausing while falling pushes us down a bit, and we just fall right into the back of the villa.
Alright, I just watched that video. That's where that music comes from?
Yeah.
I thought people just put that on, like, in the background when they went AFK.
No.
I didn't know that was coming from the game.
Yeah. That's an effect of the file name.
That is
I'm not crazy.
Literally just learning this tonight. I never knew about this.
I'm not a madman. I know what I'm talking about. I'm never able to do it because I can't spell Zelda in Japanese.
Well, that video is a good start.
The only thing I know how to spell in Japanese is ah. Oh no! Oh
no, there's
spear. That's a huge time loss. So what happened there is Spiraster transitioned while they were picking up the golden leaf slash E, and it turned into a thing.
Yeah, so you have to hard reset.
Yes, you have to hard
get
reset
by that.
because it only becomes the key on that screen. If you transition, it's a leaf.
Oh man, that's unfortunate. I totally missed that. I was looking at
It's
TJ's screen in D3.
It's the wrong sprite, Chadwick, so it'll still be a leaf when he picks it up the right way. But you could tell that it was bad because he was on the other screen with it still above his head, which just means he held right. That is tragic.
Indeed. Fortunately, he's quick at getting back.
Oh yeah. Hold on, I need to check something that I wrote earlier.
Yeah, you gotta really be careful never to hold right when before you get the key. As long as you're not holding right when you're up against transition, you won't transition.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just watched TGH go through entire D3 in that time.
While talking
which is
about something
blisteringly
else.
fast. I mean, like, this is unreal. He just
Yeah,
did it
there's-
in like... Yeah, so you saw him do 2 Dodongo skips, which is like you start a spin slash and then do a super jump and release the spin slash, and your slash will clink off the Dodongo and push you to the right, allowing you to get over some blocks. You can actually land on the blocks and soft lock, which is really annoying when that happens, especially when you're on good pace.
But you might be able to get out of it if you have the boots already.
Yes, unfortunately you don't have the boots for the first one, though. Which is always seems to be the one that it happens on.
Oh, just jump well. Fine.
We also saw him do a shield bump to get up to the Nightmare Key. I don't know if Spiraster does that one. He might do what I like to call dong jump, because your sword comes out when you do it.
I still don't understand why you call it dong jump. It's just a dash jump.
Because the sword comes out, because it looks like a dong. It's like we have Wang Boys.
Alright, look, we're supposed to be family-friendly on this channel.
Yes, I know.
You monster. Hey, it's just a dash jump. We don't call every time we jump with feather and sword and slash like a...
It's just a little too obvious in that spot.
In any case, Spiraster, TGH is going to be doing a trick right here. It's a bomb trigger, and it's going to allow us to skip a huge portion of the game. So normally we'd need to go through a bunch of the trading sequence, pick up Marin on the beach, take her around, get cock-blocked, and we don't need to do that because we just do this bomb trigger.
No, I thought we were supposed to be family friendly.
I'm not talking about dicks. Unfortunately, we can't use any of our face buttons, so start, select, AB don't work, so we just choose to die.
Yeah, you can enter a cave and get rid of the state, but then you change your save point. We want to keep it on that cave that TG just came out of, because once we get the Angler Key, we're going to save and quit back to that cave. And it's a lot faster than saving and quitting going back to the desert, where you cannot skip the owl. This is where we have the only owl skip of the run. Because once we get this key, we just leave.
The bomb trigger works by placing 2 bombs within 4 frames of each other, and then it does something with the sprite index that makes it run the next thing, which is usually a cutscene.
Yes, it's heavily abused in this run. It's the reason we don't even need the ocarina. We don't even need to use the ball in D7. Is another great instance of bomb triggers. Really abused in 100%, where you can grab heart pieces from like the other side of a screen.
So running through Armos Maze here, use the shield to just bump them out of the way. It's one of the few times we actually use it.
Oh man,
and he duped it! Oh my god! He's gonna have words when he's done it in here.
Oh, that was bull.
It's garbage.
That was bull.
Might as well just unequip the
Yeah.
sword.
Because now he definitely has to go into the statue, in I say as I do finger quotes, and
Statue,
die
it's
that way.
green. Alpha's colorblind.
This is the Armos is actually the other place where Bawa is useful, because he just eats Armos like they're candy, and they always drop an arrow, which is super handy because if you don't pick up those arrows, there's a good chance you're not going to have enough for the final boss, and you need at least 16 or 15 and a bomb.
All right, let's not encourage people.
That depends if you want a meme or not.
We don't advocate the use of bombs during the Dathel phase of the final boss fight.
Again, depends if you want a meme. If you want a meme, I totally advocate it.
Look, it's a great way to die. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's also a great way to run out of bombs, because I tried that once. I was like, I ran out of arrows. I was like, okay, I've got a few bombs. Let's try it. And yeah, he never opened up his eye at the right time.
That's
yeah.
when we were supposed to reset.
I think the bomb kill is hilarious.
Ah, I got something in my eye. What was it? It was an explosion!
I think I actually once got a PB doing that too.
You're an animal.
I mean, if you're on PB pace, you might as well try.
No, that's when you just shoot the damn thing.
No, when you run out of arrows. What if you, like, screw up an arrow shot or something?
Then you
I just want to
pick
point
up
out,
enough arrows in D8.
TGH is on incredible pace right now. He is only, like, a couple seconds behind going into D6. Oh, his PB is 48.50. He actually lowered the record recently? Oh, that's the sum of best.
Yeah. These aren't his record split, from what I know.
Holy crap, his record was just a few seconds from his sum of best. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Unless he changed them recently, I don't know.
It's worth pointing out that super jump we just did there skipped half the dungeon.
Yeah. You know, we're gonna be doing the dungeon backwards too. Here's a shack jump. Just like that.
And this skips the other half of the dungeon. Super jumps are easy.
Ah, didn't get the damage boost. Spiraster screen, you're seeing a Jesus jump. Just like Villa Skip, if you press start as Link hits the water, then you go out of start and hold jump. You'll just jump off the water, just like it's nothing.
Like a little water strider.
Yeah, and once you get the flipper, then it no longer works. After D6, you're going to see a series of Jesus jumps in order to get out of the area, because you have to do them to get out. And you're probably also wondering, why are we even in D6? Like, why not go D4? Well, there's a ghost after D4 who's really annoying and really slow, because you like drop off at the house. Yeah. Exactly, yeah. You have to do a side quest to progress. So if you pick up the level 2 bracelet, that sets a flag in the game to not make the ghost spawn. We don't know why it's this specific item. But, you know.
At least it's not the hook shot.
Yeah, like, why couldn't it just be the hook shot or something, right? Like, why does it even need to be an item in the first place?
D6 is done on TGH's screen. Spiraster is past the halfway point of it.
And he golds it. He golds it. Holy crap, that's an insane split. Did he mess something up earlier or something?
No.
Yeah, he just lowered his sum of best by a second. Oh!
The last Jesus.
Wow. Okay, well. Gets a first try on the next one, though. Not the biggest time loss. It's a much bigger time loss if you fail it on the first screen. Or if the bomb fairy gets in your way.
I mean, the bomb fairy is nothing, just menu, pull out your sword.
Oh, there we just saw the training sequence item that we don't use because of Walrus Skip and Villa Skip. Ooh, Spiraster almost getting first try skill heads.
25% chance to get them both upright. That's 50% for each of them.
6, 7, 7th try. Man.
The game decided you got 1 PB. That's all you get today.
Yep.
So a bit of rerouting that we had done maybe like a year change ago. We know instead of coming and getting this warp point after D2, we just go up, trigger the cell, go inside this cave, go open up D4, and save and quit, which saves a handful of seconds.
Yeah, it's like 5 or something.
Literally, just a handful. That's all.
Yeah, but you know, in speedrunning, like 1 second time save means a whole reroute.
1 second
Like,
time save.
we want to save as much time as possible, quite literally down to like the split second.
1 second time save is great and all until it happens in your last split. And then you feel really bad.
The reason we enter the cave is to set a save point.
Yeah.
Heavily abused again. Just because we can. Much faster traveling. And there you got the obstacle skip. Good job.
Let's see how Spear does on his D6 escape. As TGH enters D4. A rather straightforward dungeon.
Yep.
Made simple by
very quick.
Two exact tricks.
And only one of them, well, there's 2 better glitches, but these are just like, well, you'll see right after getting this key, there's a pit jump that is just like a total oversight. Let's clip into the wall, and just like that. Like, you're supposed to come up from the bottom and like get a bunch of keys and stuff, but you just do that and you skip like half the dungeon. First try Jesus jump. Man, he is just like on point with his Jesus jumps, except for the 1 fall.
Spear got a good escape. A bit early on the last jump, but still pretty solid, didn't fall. Now TGH gets flippers.
Zzz.
What was that?
Pretty sure there's only 1. You just turn into a merman with it.
No, you're thinking oracles.
Oh, there's only 1 flipper.
Yeah, but it's not a suit.
No, of course not. It just covers the bottom half. There's the easiest boss and the Skull of Crivone at the bottom. You cannot kill this boss from above with the hookshot. That's a fun fact. Because you can't hookshot down.
He's actually been getting over his problem with the ocean recently. Drinks
really?
a lot of Subnautica now.
Huh.
You think it's revenge?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
So now we've cleared D4, we can swim. What are we going to do? Go to the one dungeon that really needs us to swim in order to get into it.
Yeah, obstacle skip.
Both
Split.
getting obstacle skip, I love it.
Yeah, let's see if they get the second one later. So, going to D5 is the most straightforward point of the game, because it's just raw movement, and, yeah. It's really short. Kinda hard to optimize.
I appreciate Seisei getting that gold on this.
Yeah.
That was stupid. Still don't know what he did different.
Probably just got like a corner boost or something. Oh, Spiraster getting it without dash. I can never do that. So D5 is there's just a lot of backtracking. Unfortunately, we cannot skip Master Sulfos like we can in 100% because we don't have the boomerang, and getting the boomerang is just slow unless you actually already need to get it to complete some kind of requirement.
Alright, Spear gets his flipper. And is off to go get the dungeon key for D4.
Doing the easier method, which just loses 2 equips, so 4 seconds. Not a big deal. Just doing like, actually very similar to Dodongo skip, actually, because you use your sword to clink off of something to change your trajectory.
Alright, the fish is dead. Good stuff, Spear. There's also going to be a cheeky time save.
Oh, yeah. I wonder what happened in his PP.
Oh no, let me scroll back up and check. Oh yeah, D4 was bad in his PB. Yeah,
Did he like
lost 12
fall
seconds.
in his on the Jesus jumps or something?
No, he must have messed up the cross jump or something.
Usually the parts in D4 that give me the most trouble are the Jesus jump and the Nightmare key jump. Oh, falling in the pit.
Gets a second try though.
That is the YOLO jump, aka the dumb jump.
That's dumb jump.
It's like 4 tiles wide or something, and you can just barely get across. It's probably, I think, something to do with the bridge, right? It's somehow like
no, because you could also get on with the. You can also get on with the floor tile.
Huh. So you can actually just barely jump 4 tiles with dash jump. Being in between 2 pits. Okay, yeah, that's right. Because you can kind of, sort of, actually walk on pits a bit.
Just a bit.
So if you get like a maximum distance, you can get there.
Alright, now a cheeky little trick. We're just going to use the hookshot to pull ourselves through this rock. Easy peasy.
Now, that was a ridiculously fast hookshot from TGH there. And that's because he had hookshot on B and feather on A, and we call that bookshot. And you use both of them at exactly the same time. The reason hookshot needs to be on B is because I believe it takes priority. So basically the game fires the hookshot just slightly before the feather.
Yep. Good.
Nice 4 cycle.
4 cycle, that's 2 cycle.
Yeah, 2. 4 hits per cycle, I mean.
Are you okay?
It's late. Late-ish. Probably not gonna go to bed till like 1 though. If not later.
It's alright, because it looks like we're relieved of duty on the next commentary match.
Indeed. I want to watch some Olympics later.
Skateboarding, though. When's Link gonna get a skateboard?
I have a feeling there's already a thing.
Not that crappy spinner either. It's a Beyblade. There's a difference.
Man, so TGH is actually on record pace. Oh no, he's comparing to
I told you, it's not his PB
50
splits.
Oh,
I said that way earlier.
I totally misheard you then. Well, what is he comparing against then?
I don't know. Average?
That must be it. Latest, huh?
Shield surfing is snowboarding. There's no wheels on that thing. It's like a toboggan. So now, having finished D5, we're gonna go run up and do D7. So I feel like I should do something right now.
Man, I am tired.
Hey?
There it is, the other obstacle skip. Okay, just screw off. So now he has the hook shot, and this is what allows us to do this trick. There is another method without it, but it's much slower.
There's a couple of different things we could do in here.
Yeah,
some of which
and
are
one
legal,
of them is
some of which are not legal.
So on the very, very final frame that the hookshot retracts, getting those, wow, clean, he can jump. And yeah, you can actually do it with some buffers as well. I don't know if Spiraster does it unbuffered or not. We're going to find out soon.
Pretty sure if he needs to, he buffers.
Yeah, usually if you don't get it the first few tries unbuffered, people will just buffer it because it's still faster than falling. Good runners will know like when they're going to fall, how close they, how far they can go into the pit. The reason you don't fall instantly is because you're not over the center of the pit. So as long as you're not over the center, you can basically hookshot as much as you want.
That was a half a second away from being a gold for Spear.
Wow. Some of us just want to save that time. And there's Bow Wow, the other use of Bow Wow, eating cutscenes. Saw that with a D6 as well. Sometimes cutscenes drop hearts as well. And a super hop, which is a late super jump, where you just do your jump away from the wall near the bottom of the initial jump. Okay, so I just glanced over our Spiraster screen, and it looked like he was just moving at super speed.
Hmm?
Like his dashing, for some reason I didn't see. It was at the corner of my eye, and like it didn't see the puffs of smoke that come off Link. So it just looked like he was moving really fast with that boots.
Interesting.
So yeah, no ball required unless it has a fuse attached to it. And yeah, that's most of D7 done. D7 is such a fast dungeon because of bump triggers. And now we're going to be seeing Goomba Surf. And this is an RNG dependent trick. You need that top Goomba to move to the right. And Spiraster is, not Spiraster, TGH is 1 pixel clipped into this wall because he needs to do a super jump. But he also needs to get as far as possible so that he can land on that ledge. So he does a naked super jump just like that, and he's over. There's also another p-hack clink that you can do in a different room, which is reliable, but a little bit slower on average. if you get really bad Goomba Surf RNG, the B-Hack Link is quite a bit faster though. We also saw him save and quit at the start of Rooster Skip Cave, and that's to allow us to hookshot through the ground and over to hit the boss. Because when you enter certain what's the word? Certain screens, such as the warp screen near Mabe Village, the game doesn't allow you to do that. We're not really sure why, but we know that it seems to work like that, and it's something to do with certain screens that you enter on. And sometimes it also just doesn't make it fail, which just adds more confusion to it. Anyway, as long as you save and quit, it goes back to supposedly normal, even though it's a glitch. The glitch is normal in this case. And now we're going to skip Marin, because this cutscene is like 2 minutes. It's supposed to hookshot across, but for whatever reason, they made the tiles just 3 tiles wide, like that gap, and you can easily jump over that with a dash jump.
Thankfully. You can also dash jump across that first one, too.
Yes.
It's just barely in your range.
You can also get the mushroom and do it that way, because something about the text box with the mushroom or something like that.
Mushrooms are illegal, though.
What if you're doing ICS? We don't have to explain ICS. It's kind of weird.
You skipped the instrument cutscene. Done. We explained it. Victory.
Pretty much. In this game, you need the mushroom to do that, and the ocarina.
You commit heresy.
In what is it? The original Link's Awakening. Do you just need the mushroom or something, or do you need anything?
It's just the mushroom.
Okay. It's also much easier in that game. For some reason, this game, it's just different, and you need the ocarina, and it's random, there's RNG to it. Frame rule dependent. That shack jump that we just saw on Spiraster screen gives me a heart attack every time I try to do it.
Look, it's fine.
Because if you fall, you lose like 40 seconds.
It's fine. Just do it the same way every single time.
That's what I do, and sometimes I still fall. Just
You're
for
not
no
doing
reason.
Right. It seems like it's user error to me.
I know, but I have no idea what it is. Every time I fall, I'm like, what did I do wrong?
Get in the gym. Figure out what's going wrong.
I wish it was that easy. Hey, we're gonna be seeing the P-Hat Clink from Spiraster here. Because he does not want to rely on Goombas. And there's a lava swim on TGH's screen there. If you just slash as you're transitioning into lava, you'll swim. That's it. The game allows you to swim in lava. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, well, we also can do it in other games, can't we?
I have no idea.
Like, there's gotta be a Zelda game where you get, like, lava immunity.
Roomba Surf. You can actually move while moving this Roomba by jumping.
Did you just say Roomba Surf?
Yes, that's Happy with Sugar's invention.
Jesus.
I like it. I think that name is hilarious because it
It's a good
matches
one, yeah.
with Goomba's.
This is what I get for playing so much Battle Network and confusing games.
And Hothead, you want to try and one cycle him, and oh, not quite getting a good spot, but getting a pretty clean. I guess that's sort of a 2-cycle.
And he's dead.
And getting the text skip as well by opening the save and quit menu on the exact frame that the boss dies, which is really, really hard to do. But this is TGH we're talking about, so like nothing's impossible. The only other person I know who goes for it is Saga.
Alright, Spiraster getting the skip. Like it. And now TGH has only one thing left to do. You might remember we forgot to finish D2. Let's go finish D2.
But this time we have fire to accompany us.
That's magic.
It is totally a flame. It's made of magic, but it's still a flame. It's a magical flame. Come on, give me this one. Come on, come on.
No.
Well, you're no fun. See?
No, the fire rods in Link
No,
to the
it
Past.
just-
I know this. I used to be a Link to the Past rando runner. I know
just
this.
Just because another game has it called the fire rod doesn't mean this one's not a flame. Doesn't mean it's not fire. Plus things burn up, like it burns. I guess magic can do that too, but that's because it's a magical flame.
Yeah, freezers can also do that. Is there a fire in my freezer?
What?
Yeah, you get freezer burn.
That's not the same thing.
Oh no, it still looks the same if I burn it in the oven or in the freezer.
Okay, that's true. Now we're confusing the chat. Okay,
this is what
so
happens when two exhausted people get into commentary.
okay, so on TJ's screen, we just saw the genie quick kill. We're using the magic rod, and we also just saw him break the pot on the first throw. And that's because when you're clipped into the wall and facing left, the pot just breaks. I don't know why it does that, but
it's because it's going in the wall and it can't escape, so it just damages itself until it pops.
But I want to know, like, why do you have to face left? Because if you're facing right, you're still in the wall.
It'll pop out the bottom.
So why doesn't that happen when you're facing left?
Because it goes
What?
up.
It goes higher when you're facing left and lower when you're facing right. That's such a weird thing.
In this game full of other weird things, this is what surprises you.
Yes, because the other things seem actually consistent.
This is the straw that broke the camel's back. I can't stand when my genie gets killed when I face to the left.
That's correct. So Spiraster is Spiraster's not doing the lava swim because he wants those pickups.
We're animals, by the way. I just want you to know that. No respect.
It's true. We're also talking during the national anthem.
Oh yeah, you started it.
Yeah, I was looking at Spiraster's screen. I didn't even watch TG's screen as that happened.
It's fine, chat. It's still a good song, even though it's got my crappy voice, and this guy's pretty averagely good voice over it.
There you go. See, even Nintendo agrees with me.
But just because it burns something doesn't mean it's fire. Like, you get rope.
What else burns it? That's because it's heat. It's applying heat.
All right, so we're gonna do a bomb trigger coming into the final boss fight. This skips the intro for the fight, which is a whole bunch of text and the music. It sucks. Then we're gonna go to a very specific Y coordinate, and stick our sword on the blob and then place a bomb that allows us to kill the blob immediately. Now we have Nightmare Aghanim. He sucks. He's going to shoot out 2 energy balls that we can attack back with our sword. Then he has a 50-50 chance of spitting out blue balls or energy balls. Blue balls we can't reflect. This is not adjusted. There is no cap. We will have a 50% chance every time, but we have an application that lets us get it consistently. So
This is the manipulation that we were talking about.
Yeah. So now we're gonna spin slash this Moldorm in place, stab it a bunch, and now we're gonna stab Ganon in the face a bunch. See, we don't need no silver sword.
Thank God, he's on 49 paid.
And just a quick spin slash to kill Shadow Landmola, and on we are to the final boss fight of the game.
Whoa. What's a Lenmola?
Alright, listen here, you. The rest of the dream doesn't exist, so why should we give them priority? So, you have to get 16 arrow shots or bombs, but you wouldn't do that unless you hate yourself. To kill Death Eye, it's done. TGH is going to finish with a high 49 time.
That was a badass time. It was only a minute off record.
And the final time is 49:55.
58 seconds. Wait, 49:55.
Yep. I have the race time
his-
thing open.
His splits show a different time.
Interesting.
Still, less than a minute from record, which is incredible.
Splits are a myth.
Now, I wonder if we even have time to talk to the runners, or if we're just going to move straight into the next race.
No, the other race was... They decided to go on without a restream. It's fine.
Ah, okay.
Because they're on time restrictions. So they're
Well, I
actually
hope-
5 minutes into their race already.
Huh.
I set
I
them
hope-
up while we were talking.
Oh, gold for Spiraster.
Very
I hope
nice,
this
very nice.
one didn't interfere. Like, this one was planned, right? 'Cause it seems like this was short notice, right?
Yeah, it's just shenanigans with other things. That's fine.
Ah.
These things happen. I don't know how I feel about there being an emote of you with that lost. I really don't know how to feel about that.
Oh, that's her?
Yeah, it says blame lost. She's lost.
Huh.
Nah. Interesting, so I know what's gonna happen here.
Why on earth did he slash?
Well, it's worth noting that Spiraster has forfeited the race.
Huh. I never realized that the blob would just move Link around like that.
I wonder, did he... No. Alright, that's interesting. I don't think I could pull him in here. Can you do it?
Where is he? Who?
Spear, down below. He's in like post-race voice.
Ah.
There we go.
Hey!
How you doing, Spear?
Could be better.
Yep. Well, it all started because of that damn right button, didn't it?
No, it all started with the fucking groupie luck.
Yeah, that was also pretty bad.
I mean, like it started rough. I mean, like, obviously, I didn't exactly have high hopes of winning the race, but like, I feel like I tend to race to my opponent, and some of the best runs I have are racing against people like Tej or Sagaz or whoever. And this was just such a letdown. Because yeah, like that soft lock going into D3, that was the stupidest thing I think I've ever done. And it wasn't like a controller mistake. I was legitimately holding right there. And I don't know why. And so that sucked. That basically killed not just my chances, but it killed a PB and just about everything.
Yeah, it shot it dead.
Yeah, and I thought I was playing... Go ahead.
Okay. No, I assume that also played a part in a lot of what happened afterwards.
Well, I don't think there was, like... I felt like I was playing pretty well after that fact through, like, D5.
Yeah, your playing was pretty smooth for the most part.
Yeah, like there was a lot of slop, like so many missed menus. Like I kept menuing too quickly and missing like double inputs. But overall, I felt like I was playing pretty well. And then it kind of fell off. The wheels fell off at the end, totally. I don't even remember everything I did. Oh yeah, friggin' rooster skip. That was embarrassing. And yeah. And then I somehow, at the very end there, accidentally hit my sword button while I was mashing the bomb button. So I was just like, you know, whatever, screw it. I'm not resetting at this point.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought that was gonna be much worse than it was.
What do you mean?
I thought you were gonna pause.
Oh, it's actually really easy to buffer that bomb trigger without soft locking.
Yeah, I don't want to find out. Just in case old habits come back. But I thought you were gonna get the white screen to death there when I saw the forfeit.
Oh, because the stream delay. Yeah.
Yeah, because I can see like 30 seconds, not 30 seconds, but like 15, 20 seconds ahead of what the stream sees, thanks to Race Chat. So I was expecting dangerous things. But, hey, sometimes it happens, man.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm sad to say that this also crushes my hopes of you getting a PB in winter semis. I had to go back and check whether I said winners or losers because I feel like I played a part to that.
Yep, to the losers bracket I go.
Where you'll face Pink Batman.
Yep.
Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. You get to play the Joker for like an hour. Except you'll actually succeed.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but... So the other race that was supposed to be happening about 12 minutes ago, they opted to go on without a restream.
Oh, I see.
So they're 11 minutes in. I don't know how they're doing. I'm pretty sure they're fine. The kids are fine. But that's all we got for you from us today. We have a lot of matches going on, I think, Friday? Yeah, all the rest of our matches are on Friday. We have a loaded day. We'll have a double header at 3 p.m. Eastern with Xander versus Nitros and Session versus ATX Martin. Then later on that evening at 5 p.m. we'll have White Wolfos versus Carl Johan. And then 9 p.m. we'll have Mashy versus Phantom Med. And that should bring us to the close of Losers 1 in round 2, I think. Yeah. I gotta say, this tournament's gone rather well, I feel.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Covering my work for me with the update of what's coming up.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't know what's happening on the rest of ZSR because I'm blind and deaf. What is going on?
Well, currently over on Maine, we've got the Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 2 Tournament Qualifier happening. We also have a Zelda 2 Randomizer Tournament match going on between JJ Schmidt and Jay Coper. We are going to raid over to that race. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock, we've got a TMCR, the Minish Cap Randomizer. If you haven't seen it, it's adorable. They are having their variety tournament, and we've got a Swiss match coming up at 9 p.m. tomorrow night. Hopefully, still pending volunteer situation, we will have another Zelda 2 randomizer tournament match. Sci-Town versus Rose City Saint, RCS being one of the very consistently in finals kind of folks, so that should be a real hype match to watch. Thank you to everybody for just, like, being flexible tonight so that we could figure out what we were doing, start a little late, but still get it all together. So thank you to the comms and the runners, everybody for putting up with my bullshit and being not really on top of things. But we made it work.
I refuse to indulge in that emote. That you did nothing wrong. There was nothing wrong. These things happen, you know?
And you fixed it.
Yeah.
We got it all sorted out in the end, but it is getting late for a lot of folks, so as I am wont to say, go the fuck to bed. And if not, keep watching over on ZSR3. Have a lovely evening, folks.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.